What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I think this is 2 back-to-back in less than 3 days. So, in today's video, we're solving Rubik's Cubes with a little bit of help. Let's get started. Okay, so little thing though, before we actually begin, I'll give you a little backstory. So I've had this cube right here for about 5 years. It is solved at the moment. It's missing a yellow one. Yes, that confused me at first before I actually learned how to solve it, but I ended up counting the squares to see which color was missing. So I had it for 5 years and it was all mixed. We'll mix it real quick just to give you just a tip and like what it actually probably would have looked like. Although, just imagine 5 to 6 years worth of fidgeting with it and just turning it constantly just to play with it because I couldn't. There was no way I could solve it, or at least I thought. So there you go. Really mixed up cube. Oh, that was the only one that was fixed. Well, we can do two. So this is the old one. This one's the 5-year-old one. It's still missing a color. This one is about 2 weeks old, and I have solved it several times already. So, and I also have a 2x2, which I have not figured out how to solve yet. Still working on that. I'll leave that one off to the side. So a little backstory. I'd had this one for about 5-6 years, and I just thought it wouldn't be solvable. And I was doing my classes for the Mark Rober's creative engineering class, and he was making a device to reward him for solving a Rubik's Cube. And he did it very simply. So I went online, did some research, and watched a couple of videos on how to solve them, and then ended up finding an app that I can solve any mixed up cube, a 3x3 cube obviously, in about 5 minutes, maybe less. Sometimes it's less, in about 20 steps at that. So in a minute, we're gonna try some like screen recording. I'll play it on my iPad while actually talking to the camera. Hopefully that works in the editing. If it doesn't, you may just not have volume for a minute. So if it happens, it happens. So also, my parents have COVID, and most likely me and my sister do too. So hopefully in our at least 10 to 14 day quarantine, every other day I'm going to try to make a video depending on how I feel. I have no symptoms at the moment, but I mean, we live in the same house and we're always together. So it's kind of a matter of time. So depending on how I feel this upcoming week or so, however long we're here in this quarantine, there will at least be a video every other day, maybe every 2 days, just depending on how I feel. So let's dive right into solving Rubik's Cubes. Okay, so like I showed, this is the new one. This is the 3x3 that I've just bought at Walmart for like $8. This one moves a lot better than my other one. Although it moves a lot better, but it's louder. That's the only downside to this one. This one is it moves, but it doesn't stay lined up as good, but it's quieter. So then the 2x2, which this video is not about this one, but it's actually kind of hard to move. They stick, and they're kind of stiff. But if you actually know anybody that knows how to solve a 2x2 Rubik's Cube, please, I could use some help. There's supposed to be like an algorithm you can follow, and it's supposed to help you solve it, but I haven't figured it out yet. And supposedly this one's easier. Okay, forget the 2x2 for now. We're just gonna throw that one over to the side. We'll use, actually, just for this example, we'll use the one that's messed up so I can prove to you that this works for any 3x3 cube, no matter how mixed it is or how old it is. So, the app itself, let's get it open, set up my iPad. It is called Cube Solver. All together, all one word. And the only downside is it will not turn over. It has to sit like this. And at this point, we will start screen recording. So let's get to do that real quick. Okay, sorry, I forgot that I had not put screen recording onto my control center on my iPad. So we're gonna start screen recording right now. 2, 1, here we go, it's recording. So we're gonna go into here, we're gonna input it manually. So, and I'm gonna show you guys too, hopefully you can see it. I'm gonna have to put the camera on a different tripod so you can like actually have it on the same height level. So it has a virtual cube, and you input the colors on your cube manually. So you just follow each top and you twist it over, not this one, obviously the one on here. You can see it a little bit. You just drag it along with your finger and put it in however you don't. There's no order to it. Like wherever the colors are, you don't have to start with that. But I will for this demonstration because actually my colors are a little backwards compared to this one. So we'll go ahead and start with it manually. Mine will be, yeah, mine is backwards, but it'll be okay. We'll start with the white on the top. We'll do this really quickly. Now also for copyright issues, I do not have permission to screen record this, but I don't know if I would get in trouble for that. So, and while you're just listening to me talk at the moment, just a second, that's green on the middle, so this one needs to be red. Yeah, so you have to get it right or it won't, you have to get like your colors right or it will tell you you have an invalid one. Happens to me all the time. But you can just scroll back through it, see which color is wrong or to you is wrong. Then you can fix it right back. So it's just pretty simple, really. That was supposed to be red. No, that was supposed to be green. That was supposed to be red. Okay, hold on. And then sometimes you have this problem. You have them in the wrong spot. Sometimes that happens and you just restart it. Don't know what that was. Okay, let's go look at this. Okay, sorry. Restart it and real quick we will just go and fix it. Yeah, sometimes that happens. You just accidentally, you can hit the wrong button and it'll change a color and then it's all confusing. It happens. It's not an unusual mishap. But with the app being how it is, you can just simply go back and start over and you can fix it super quickly. I've also never done this on a camera before. So hopefully this will work and I'm able for you guys to hear me talking while I solve the Rubik's Cube myself, and hopefully you can watch the screen recording of it too. Maybe it'd be even cooler if I could like swap back and forth between the footages, but I don't know how to do that, so still working on my editing skills. They're getting there. I just made it go backward, just made it like turn around. That's not what I meant to do. It's okay though, happens. And on the bottom. And if you're like me and you have the one missing, it's okay. You can count the squares. Count the squares at at how many you have. And then you can figure everything out from there. Mine, I actually still to this day do not know how it happened. Okay, so we have the correct colors. It took it. So we're going to hold it like the picture says, and I will kind of hold this up closer to the camera so you guys can watch the moves that I make. Now it does go kind of slow. You can change that setting. As I was still learning, I had it set to slower, but I am about to speed it up just because sometimes this takes a little too much time and you get bored with it. So it ranges between I don't know, like 20 and 22 moves. And as we go, I just kind of watch the colors to make sure that they all line up. Sometimes I'll pause it. You may see me do that and go back to the previous one just to make sure I have them right, because you don't want to get what you think almost done with it and then realize, oh, I messed up. Because then you gotta start all over. It's just not fun. But with this, I've gotten a new confidence of solving a Rubik's Cube by myself. It's actually really fun now. I can't do it as fast as some people, but I also have an older Rubik's Cube, so it just shows me that I can solve it with any Rubik's Cube. It doesn't matter how old it is, or even if it's like a knockoff Rubik's Cube. It doesn't matter what kind it is. They all essentially work the same way. Wait, we're gonna go back one. I need to be holding it this way. And just like that, in 20 moves, it is solved. It really does go by very quickly. So, I mean, it does not matter how old you can look at the difference in the logos. It does not matter, and how this one is more of a, like, plastic. These are stickers, this is plastic. Yeah, so I mean, it doesn't matter how old your Rubik's Cube is, but the app, Cube Solver, that I used is made for a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. I wish it was made for the 2x2. I cannot solve this, and this is supposed to be the easiest one I have. These are easier, in my opinion. I guess it's because there's one less cube to move. I don't know. This one I bought more for like a fidget toy because these are kind of big to carry around in a backpack. This one, I mean, it's only one part of that, but it fits in my backpack or my pocket, and I can just play around with it and fidget with it. I like stuff like that. Like, I've got this fidget cube, always sits on my desk. So when I want it, I just start playing with it. I have a fidget spinner somewhere. Don't know where that is. And actually, this is weird, but I love it. My lens caps, the cover for the actual lens, and then for the camera part where the lens connects to it, I have them clipped together. I just love to like flip it in my hand because it's kind of thick. It's kind of like a thick coin. It's cool. So yeah, I mean, this was a quick, simple video, but let's into the outro. So, like I said, my family has COVID, so for the next every other day or every 2 days, I will try my best to have a new video up if I don't run out of ideas first. Go check out the last video, the iPad Pro after 90 days, my review on it. Hopefully this week in that lineup of videos, I will do an actual review on just my keyboard, my Logitech Folio Touch keyboard for the iPad Pro, and maybe the Aperture MC that is off to my left here. Camera's right, like in the same spot as it was in the last video. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope it was helpful, giving you a tip on how to solve a Rubik's Cube. I'd never solved one before, and now I'm addicted. I mix it up, put in the colors, solve it in 5 minutes or less. So much fun, and it's very, very addicting. So have fun solving your Rubik's Cubes. Be on the lookout for the next new videos. Go check out the last one here, and like I said in the last video, the Switch Kid. Hopefully after my quarantine is over, and soon, we will be doing a video together. We don't know what yet, but we have talked about doing a collab lately. So yeah, be on the lookout for those videos, and you can go subscribe to her channel. I will link it in the description up here and at the end of the video next to mine. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to go down below, hit that subscribe button, help me reach my goal of the silver play button, and I'll see you in the next video.